And maybe their hardest task today will be at the Faceoff X.
It will be, because John Mullen is one of, if not the best face-off men in the country. He dominated in the opener, and the thing with him is you have to make sure that you don't give him an opportunity to run ahead and get a fast break and score. St. Joe's is going to be happy if Mullen wins it back. He cannot win it forward.
And for more on Mullen's mentality, we send it down to Sean Dorsellis.
Thank you, AJ. Johnny Mullen's the type of player that lets his play do the talking. So I asked a few of his teammates to give me one word to describe their face-off specialist. A few of their most popular replies: intense, beast, and machine. Mullen's known for wearing his signature all black in the practice facility, and his workouts have become the stuff of legend. His business-like approach sets the tone for this team, instilling confidence in the Orange that they can take over any game at any time. And as the reigning ACC Defensive Player of the Week, Johnny Mullen shows no signs of slowing down.
Sean, thank you. St. Joseph's is in the black. The Orange are going to start attacking left to right. St. Joseph's right to left. It will be Mullen at that face-off X to start. Sean Dorsellis just described him as a machine. And the first face-off will not go his way. So we talk all about that, and the Hawks get an early possession here.
I thought St. Joe's was going to double pull the face-offs.
Hoddle falls into the category for attackman that Gary Gate likes to say will do whatever is needed. If they need to do more of the dirty work, he can do that, but he can also score goals. And how about this for St. Joseph's? 2 face-off wins. I think they'll take that.
Without a doubt, one of the worst face-off teams in the country last year.
It's Matt Fritz so far that is taking the face-offs. That was not the main guy last year. It was Conor Trant, who didn't do that well. So understandably, Coach Meehan and John Mullen is 0 for 2 at the face-off X. Gets the job done there comfortably before getting pushed to the ground. There's a whistle. Hoddle had 2 goals against Boston University in the open. And with a scrum after the face-off. And give Matt Fritz some credit. He is really putting it all out there against Mullen.
Usually Mullen wins the clamp. His hand speed is so elite, but Fritz is doing an incredible job of matching him on the clamp so that it comes to a ground ball.
He's always available, always ready and willing to play no matter what. And that's another reason why he's climbing up the points ladder. Is Mullen does momentarily get the face-off, but it's going to be a ground ball opportunity here. Both teams battling for it. Still a scrum. And it goes out of balance.
Out of the box.
Syracuse ball. Just the anchor for everything Syracuse has really done the last 4 seasons. And change at who was taking that face-off for St. Joseph. It was Conor Trant who took it. He was more of the main guy last year. A whistle after another coming together in the middle, and St. Joseph's will have possession with Dutton just giving some reps to Angelo. Did not win a face-off against BU. Wins this one here pretty comfortably. The Orange with possession.
That's a good sign, because you know the backup face-off room is probably the biggest weakness of Syracuse.
And Angelo with another near face-off win, but Conor Trant scoops up the ground ball. And St. Joseph's will get their first possession of the quarter. Gary Gate is not happy. Back in for this face-off. Angelo took the last 2. Mullen does a great job at winning that one. And Mullen's trying to come away with the ground ball. The Hawks come away with it, but there is a whistle, and it will be SU possession. St. Joseph's continues to really cause Mullen some issues at the draw. He scoops up the ground ball, but it's trickling all the way back to McCool.
He went really stick side high and still beat the goalie.
Hahn with his 2nd collegiate goal ever. Got his first one, and for more on Bo Hahn, we send it down to Sean Dorsellis.
Yeah, thanks, AJ. Last game, we saw Bo score his first career goal. There was a great moment right after the goal where Joey Spallina was the player that ran into the net to go and scoop.
There's been one blemish, Adam, in this first half from Syracuse. It's just not the control that Mullen usually sees at the X, but he wins it there, finds Spallina, and Syracuse put a 10 spot on the board in the first half. That one all started with John Mullen at the faceoff.
Right as you say, it's been a bit of a tough start to the day for him. He does an incredible job to look up, find Spallina. The unselfishness from your face-off, man. Exactly what you want to see, and why Syracuse is such a dangerous team. So quickly, they can go 2 for 1. Just from the very start, Mullen keeps in it. He loses the initial draw. A lot of the time, he wins it right away, but this time, he stays a little bit outside the pile, and then he thinks about the shot at the last second.
Off win. We'll take a rest here. It'll be Angelo at the X this time. Angelo won his first 2, but Conor Trant taking that one. And the flag flies right before the end of the
season opener in the Dome impacted his team's performance in the first half. His halftime message to his group was to play with the confidence that he knows they're capable of and not to let this big opportunity go to waste.
Sean, thanks so much. The Orange will start with possession off a violation. And it's with John Mullen last year. And for more on Billy Dwan, we send it to Sean Vercellus.
Yeah, AJ, that moment sitting here on the sidelines was really cool to see. Billy was carrying the ball across midfield, and the coaching staff gave him the heads up, yelling, hammer, 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 that the goal was open. Billy looked up and didn't make a mistake.
Sean, thanks so much. It's good insight there to see the Q word for an open net. Dwan knew exactly what to do.
An illegal procedure right there against Syracuse. Johnny Mullen stick breaks, tries to play without it for a second, and that's always going to be an illegal procedure if you do anything without the stick in your hands.
And still a piece of debris on the turf. The official picks that up.
Time of the goal, 10:25 of the third period.
They're being held scoreless last weekend. It'd probably be good for him to find the score sheet. Violation there, and Syracuse will have possession with Mullen. This is a problem. I think we both thought St. Joseph's.
It's hard to see Spallina. His stick's a little bit hidden behind Quinn's big body, and just that quick flick of the wrist perfectly placed.
Mullen wins the faceoff, and here comes John Mullen. Pass to Spallina. Can he score? No, a great save by Gross. We saw that and towards the end of the second quarter where Mullen got the faceoff win, passed it over to Spallina, and he finished it. Couldn't quite do it there, and probably Gross's best save. So he'll certainly be happy to open his account as Mullen is really finding some comfortability at the faceoff X in this second half.
Coach Simmons, Coach Desko, extremely happy with what they're seeing here.
It's a busy day on the 11th. Women's lacrosse, spring football game as well. And next weekend as well, there's a women's game followed by a men's game as well. Plenty of lacrosse here in central New York. Syracuse continuing to stay on the attack with Bolnino.
Injuries and thoughts of being home for about 3 o'clock today, but you can see for a first-time head coach how much it means to his family to see them achieve his dream.
Sean, thank you so much. And yeah, you alluded to it. Meehan said, you know, my parents obviously were very doing their parents.
Pass the Powells, not if.
Angelo winning the faceoff, and he's going to go all the way and score. How about that? Syracuse putting on all the flashy plays now. 16-2, cruising past St. Joseph's.
And how about it for Drew Angelo? His first goal, the sophomore, his family right below us here in the booth. The second he put that in, you could see every single parent in the crowd turn around and look right as Angelo's family. Just an incredible job there to win the face-off, aggressively take it right down the middle, and a great bouncer. You love to see your Fogos go with the bounce shot. Always going to work for them, it feels like.
Angelo will line right back up at X. That's something exactly that Finn Thompson did against Boston University, winning the face-off and scoring. And basically, Angelo's saying, hey, anything you can do, I can do. Violation, and Syracuse will have possession. And Joey Spallina now 7th all-time points with yet another assist today, as he's putting up quite the stat line. There's quite a few players with multi-goals and multi-assists right now for Syracuse. Spallina, 4 goals to go along with 4 assists. And there is Joey, and be interested to see maybe he stays out there on the sidelines for the remainder of this one. Cuse did as well. Holding strong at the face-off, and he's been really impressive. Adam, you alluded to it, a bounce is really right from the get-go. It's just been utter domination from the Orange. St. Joseph's really hasn't even shown any signs of making this game close. Again, important to note, it is their first game of the season, so a long season ahead for Coach Meehan's group. And they're close to getting to that mark today. And it's a Jacksonville team that played North Carolina pretty close at.
Yeah, just lost by 1, so yeah, to do this against this St. Joe's team is just so impressive. Because again, this is a St. Joe's team that lost by, what, 2 goals to Duke last